right, guys, welcome to the program. So, amid the government shutdown, all the EBT SNAP benefits being suspended, apparently people are dining and dashing at Chili's. Now, I'm sure it's our best and our brightest that would be doing that. All the doctors and the lawyers, not the, parasites, freeloaders, people, you know, robbing the system. Let's see. Chili servers say diners are walking out without paying as food stamp delays leave millions short on cash. A waiter at the Tex-Mex chain took to Reddit this week to warn that walkouts have spiked since the federal shutdown amid food stamp payments. I had a feeling this was going to happen, one waiter said. The other three walkouts I had last week, I had a few of my coworkers had a couple as well. I try my best to keep an eye on everyone, but sometimes I get so busy, drinks, and dealing with other guests. Well, obviously, I mean, if you're going back and forth through the kitchen, oh, I got table 1 and 5 and 7, and oh, I got another party of 6 coming in. Obviously, I mean, you're not like a freaking chameleon where your eyes can just go everywhere and you'll have a bunch of surveillance. No, I mean, obviously, it's going to happen. The post struck as nerve as fellow servers has captured growing anxiety across the restaurant industry. Waitstaff are often the first to feel the effects of economic turbulence, and who, in this case, are seeing it play out at table by table. Well, yeah, because they're like, oh, look, I just gave family of four or family of three, whatever. It's a $70 bill. You're thinking, okay, if I'm lucky, I'll get a $10 tip. And they walked out and left me with diddly squat. I mean, obviously, I could feel the frustration. I get that, but I mean, here's a crazy idea. Here's a crazy effing idea. How about go get a job, you parasites? If you need SNAP and you need your EPT, now listen. If you are if you have like a medical condition and you physically can't work, okay, then the SNAP and the EBT among this shutdown. Okay, that's bad. I will admit, I'm not a heartless monster. I'm not a heartless monster. But if you're able-bodied and willing to work, or able-bodied and you're not willing to work, you are a system surfer, a parasitic leech, just cruising off the hard back, the backs of hardworking individuals. It's just so disgusting. And I was like, oh, what am I do with me and my 7 kids? Oh, we're just gonna go to Chili's and thanks for all the I don't know, hot wings and whatever. I haven't had Chili's in I don't know 15 years. The government impasse, now the longest in U.S. history, has temporarily halted payments from the SNAP program, which helps roughly feed 1 in 8 Americans. I'm just curious how many 1 in 8 actually need that, or if it's a bunch of like, well, I don't feel like working. Ugh. Anyways, lawmakers are now inching towards a deal. Supposedly they signed. This is, I think, like 2 days old. This article is 2 days old. Supposedly they signed a deal, but it was something that they to open up the shut, reopen up the government, but they haven't really done anything. When the shutdown began, the USDA warned that payments could be delayed or reduced. An estimated, oh, I'm sorry, as the stalemate dragged into October, SNAP payments stopped leaving an estimated 42 million with less money for groceries and meals. Then guess what? You don't get steak. You don't get, I don't know, a bunch of like cookies and candies and crap. Me, when I was a broke boy, I mean, obviously I worked. I've never been on the government dime, but when I was a poor boy, it was it was chicken, white rice, and tap water. That's what it was. And it probably cost me like $1.35 to make. That's what you do. You stretch your dollar. Guess what? I would love me a bag of Oreos, but I'm too broke, or I got better things to do with my money. I don't got Twinkie money. No, it's I'm living large off the government dime, and now that there's consequences and I can't freeload anymore, well, what are you gonna do with me and my chillins? The shutdown also came as Americans continue to struggle with sky-high food inflation and are continuing to sour on their financial strength. Food prices rose 2.7% in September compared to a year earlier, and consumer confidence just hit its low in 3.5 years. A Nelson Q survey found 58 of shoppers are deeply worried about the food prices, while nearly one third are turning to store brands instead. Well, absolutely. I mean, I go to Walmart and I see, Frosted Flakes for, let's just say for the simplicity math, $5, and then the Walmart Great Value brand for 250. Okay, yeah, Frosted Flakes cost twice as much. Does it taste twice as good? No. Do I get twice as much in the box? No. And if you really want to find your savings, you don't just look at the box and the price, you go to the price per serving or price per unit, because that's when you find out your actual savings. Because, yeah, you might pay $1.10 more for a bigger box, but if the portion size is less, let's say the great value, let's for the sake, say the great value brand, the Walmart brand is 10 cents a serving, but the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes is 8.9 cents. Yeah, you might pay more, but per serving, you're actually saving money. That's, if you want to find out your savings, that's where you actually do it. And yes, I look at it because I'm cheap. I'm cheap as hell. So, anyways, put down the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. If you found out, if you're a server, have you had any Dine and Dashers? Or if you do the Instacart, Grubhub, Uber Eats, all that stuff, have you seen your deliveries drive? Anyways, comment down section below. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, take care and take it easy.